Senator Cantwell, thank you for convening this executive session to vote on a number of important nominations within the committee's jurisdiction. I will support many of these nominations today, as I did when the committee considered these particular nominations last year. However, I cannot vote to report the nominations of Gigi Sohn to be a commissioner of the Federal Communications Commission, Alvaro Bedoya to be a commissioner of the Federal Trade Commission, and Mary Boyle to be a commissioner of the Consumer Product Safety Commission. The committee has held 2 hearings to consider Ms. Sohn's nomination to serve on the FCC, and she answered numerous questions for the record which were submitted to her after these hearings. I do appreciate Ms. Sohn's willingness to be responsive and to engage with the members of the committee, but unfortunately, the committee's vetting process has clarified that she's not the right choice to fill this vacant seat at the FCC. The settlement agreement, which she signed between Sports Fans Coalition New York and broadcasters, will continue to cause an appearance of conflicts of interest if she is confirmed. Further, her voluntary recusal from participation in any proceeding concerning retransmission consent or television broadcast copyright only increases questions about the need for further recusals, and its voluntary nature means that it can be withdrawn or nullified in the future. So I'll vote no on reporting her nomination today. Similarly, I will not vote to report the nomination of Mr. Bedoya to be a commissioner at the FTC. I remain concerned by the frequency with which he has publicly expressed divisive views on policy matters rather than using a more measured and unifying tone. There has been a troubling trend of politicization at the FTC, which we have not had in the past. And I fear Mr. Bedoya would not bring the cooperative spirit that is so greatly needed. I also continue to have concerns about the significant recent administrative failures at the CPSC during Mrs. Boyle's tenure as executive director, including the improper disclosure of unredacted manufacturer and consumer data. My committee investigation determined that the unauthorized release of this data, which violated Section 6B of the Consumer Product Safety Act, was the result of insufficient training, ineffective management, and poor information technology implementation. I also remain troubled by the CPSC's curtailing of port inspections during the pandemic and Ms. Boyle's involvement in this decision, along with her participation in the deficient and prolonged process of fully returning CPSC staff to the ports. I yield back to you, Madam Chair.